Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Worldwide Rush, where we are still trying to claim dominance of creating a global transportation company in this hard mode edition. It's really difficult, guys. We've kind of finding ourselves a little bit of a plateau. We're trying to kind of fight companies who are, at this moment, feel untouchable, which is kind of crazy. And the biggest issue is inflation is really hurting us. So we need to make sure we can keep fighting. Now, there's a couple of game plans we've tried to do. We've tried to buy the smaller companies. That's really worked out. We've allowed them to grow and make us more money and all that kind of jazz, and then either merge them or sell them. And we've also tried to take on the bigger companies to see if we can take and dent into them. That strategy did not work. Now, I've got another problem that we haven't really talked about. That's the fact that these companies currently own shares in my company, which means I am giving them a dividend payment between all three of $1 billion big ones every month. So I'm losing $1 billion from dividend payments because they own shares in me. And that's what's making them quite valuable to buy out, is the fact that their value of their company is based on the shares that they own as well, which comes from me. So we kind of find a little bit of a losing battle, but today we're going to hopefully make some serious strides into getting us rocking and a-rolling. What I want to do is I want to claim more trust in Europe and slowly eat into those bigger companies. Now, if I quickly pause the game for a second, we've got to figure out first, what are the companies that currently own my shares? It's Cloud Netherlands, France Fleet, and United Kingdom Transit Company. So from these three, they turn out to be the top three companies. Now, are these only the top three companies because they own shares in my company? With the value of my company, it's heightening the value of their company. Plus, they're also getting dividend payments from me making a profit. It has to be, right? It has to be. Now, the United Kingdom Transit Company, this is the company we've been trying to fight in Southampton. I feel like it's a little bit of a losing battle. Although their first share to buy is 11 billion, I feel like it's going to be quite difficult to do anything with them. Now, France Fleet, their shares are 17. They're even more valuable, believe it or not. And they seem to be based here, which I have a little bit of trust in there. Again, it's very difficult to kind of gain trust from the hub city, but there is a few areas around which we can also take on. That's France Fleet, by the way. They have all the trust in Germany, which we're going to hopefully take over. And in Cloud Netherlands, which are based in Rome, believe it or not, their share is even higher. Oh my goodness me. It's like we're never going to be able to win. Now, do they have a lot of money? They don't really have that much money. It's got to be because they own very, very expensive vehicles, right? Is there a way I can view that real quick? View, finance. There's a way I can actually view the company, right? And how much they've got. Yes. So they've got, I want to know, why is there, I mean, inflation is the big one. Inflation is the big one, why the values are so high. I mean, if I was to buy my own shares, I would need to spend 57 billion, which is ridiculous money, okay? Ridiculous money. So let's first see, right, if we can buy out a couple of companies that operate in Europe, and I mean the smaller ones, to slowly give me a little bit more of a foot in the door. Now, we've got to take a look around. France Fleet and United Kingdom, I don't care about those. We're just looking for the vague, obscure companies that are operating here. And you know what? I don't think we're going to find many, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think we're going to be able to find many. Now, I'm wondering, because Italy is so low... sorry, not Italy, sorry. Rome is so low in city value, I could quite easily gain the trust. It could be potential Italian company takeover here. There's a couple of vehicles here. We're going to buy out this city. Hire a hub manager. All that normal jazz that you would normally do. But what that does here is gives me... Oh, hold on. We've got another one here we can take on. I can't buy this out because I don't have the trust. Oh, I thought I did. Anyway, right. We're going to see if we can take their hub of Rome off them. I know I'm fighting them again, which is exactly going against what I've just said. But I want to see how easy it will be to take it, considering it's so small. So San Marino and Bari right there, I think that's how you say it. We're going to create a new route. I'm going to go from Florence, San Marino to Rome to Bari right now. We're going to do it via trains. Okay, and build the rails. And I want to see how quickly I can kind of take over this right now. So let me just duplicate a couple of times, a couple of trains. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, no more trains currently available. And I want to see how quickly that gives me trust in Rome. If I'm able to put like a huge dent into it, that will be quite interesting. Because this is what they're using as their main hub. If I bought it out, they'll just transfer to a different hub. But it hurts them. It does definitely hurt them. Now, we're hoping for... We've got the... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, we've jumped straight up there. Now, I wouldn't say we're 100% gaining the full shebang. But there is a few more... Oh, Lyon right now to France. So, Lyon is, if I can remember my geography correctly, we own Lyon, right? Yes. We're going to do a quick plane route now. Very quickly. And then that gives us another city ticked off with trust being gained. And I can buy it out. Okay, once I bought this out, we'll then go down the other route we were talking about of trying to buy the smaller companies out and build it up from that way. So, just waiting for this Lyon trust to come through, which is pretty good. But they are also going against me as well. So direct paths, direct paths. We don't have one to Latina and we don't have one to Rimini. So let's go Latina, Rome, Rimini to Florence. Pretty much identical to what we just did, but changing 2 cities up. Get a couple of trains on the go. So what that's going to do is take away a couple of passengers from that existing line, and we've already got it. There we go. So I'm going to buy this out. Right, hire a hub manager, extend the city, give him a few dollar bills. And all that really did, right, was just claim Rome as our own away from, who had it? It was that Cloud? Cloud Netherlands. Not going to do much to them. Not going to do anything at all, but it's just to remind them, hey, I'm still here. And I'm still here to take over. Right, can we take San Marino? Right, we can buy you out. Hire a hub manager. Extend. And like I said, we would have gained a few places, but leave it as that anyway. Because I could get too carried away and too sucked into all of that right now. Build a hub in Madrid. Apparently that's a challenge right now. Do I own Madrid? I do. I'm surprised you don't have a hub here already. Alright, there we go. So that gives us that little bonus. I don't really normally want to focus on that kind of stuff. Upgrade. How many of these do I upgrade? Which is the upgrade button, by the way? Oh, he wants me to replace them. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that in the challenges just yet. Right, let me see if we can spot any different companies operating around here. I don't think we're gonna, because I think Europe's pretty locked off to those 2 companies. Although, who are you? Roadways Alpine. Ooh, now where do Roadways Alpine... Let me buy a share in these guys, just so I own them, just so I can kind of see. Roadways Alpine, they're based here, which is in... Oh, that's South America. They've got 205 vehicles, so I could technically think about buying them out. Right, I'll buy 2 shares just for now, just so I've got my foot in the door with that company. But I don't think there's any other companies that really are going to be standing out. But we've got Rome anyway. That kind of further claims my dominance there. There is 9 vehicles here. How far we are off the trust of this? That's just something that will come with time, I'm assuming. So let's see if we can take Germany, because we've got a lot of cities in Germany that we have hubs in, but we don't have the trust. So Munich, We can buy out. Very good. Hire a hub manager. Nice. I wonder how long until it's all mine. Okay, can't get the hub there. Let me look around. Buy out the hub here with 20 vehicles. That's huge. That is huge. Right. I don't know if there's a way to... Oh my goodness me. 8 vehicle buyout. So this is all for... what company is that, by the way? Oh, we got a different company there. That is the France fleet. Interesting. Interesting, boys. So once you buy out a hub in a city, you gain trust in other cities that it's traveling to. You just don't realize instantly where you're gaining it straight away. And there's so many cities in Germany right now, it's kind of difficult to keep a track of. But I'm trying to see what is looking like it's standing out. So Cologne. Dusseldorf is mine. I'm trying to see what stands out. There's just so much yellow on the screen, isn't there? There is so much yellow on the screen. Right. If anybody's got anything here, we can buy and all that sweet, sweet jazz. Nothing's really standing out too much. I'm looking for places that have vehicles, you know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. That's in Austria, so that is not what I'm after. So I wonder how much more I need to get the ultimate trust in Germany. I could buy out here. I could hire a hub manager, extend. I could do loads of cities until they slowly become mine. I can buy out here, hire a hub manager, keep it going. At some point, the trust will fall into my pocket. It really will. But I don't know how much more I've got to do. Right, did we get you? Right, we are now. Right, gain a few more. I feel like we need a bit more up here. But that will come with time. We are gaining lots of trust. That's on 49%, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So, buying out 20 vehicles. Right, that's dangerous. Because it gains trust in a bunch of other cities now around it. Right, that was Hanover, right? We just got... Yeah. I don't know how quickly the trust is going to be built up there. I'm not too sure. Now, Berlin. We've always had Berlin, right? Do we have a hub in Berlin? Yep, that's on expand. So all this, and we're still, right, not having the trust here. Now, what I could do is I could, you know, build stuff to gain more trust. I already have the hotel. We've got the support center, which is more country trust. Frankfurt support center, more country trust, slightly coming in, but it's not enough to do anything with it at the minute. Right, Bonn. We have Bonn, right? Yes. Let's go expand on that. Invest a bit more money. Right, okay, so a lot more difficult than we first assumed. Can I now get Barry? Buy out 9 vehicles. Right, it's a slower way to take over, but it does work. Anywho, right, let me see if I can find any more of these companies that are operating here. I don't think... Oh, okay, so some different color vehicles over here right now. So this is the Ethiopian group, who are fairly cheap to buy shares in. Only 90-odd vehicles. But where are they based? They're based in Africa. Okay, so not quite Europe as I expected, but it's a really long way to drive a vehicle, though, isn't it? I suppose that's what happens at this point in the game, where all the city hubs are taken over. and you've got to drive distance to kind of even connect to those cities. It's just, I get it. I get it. I get it. Right. Okay. Very good, very good, very good. Right. Now, there's a big issue here in Brussels, apparently. Oh, I can buy Brussels out for 32. Yes. Maastricht right now. Okay, we've already got that. Is there a hub here? Yeah. Right, Amsterdam is ours. You know, I haven't got to worry about that too much. Haven't got to worry about that too much right now. But this is going to really annoy me. The fact that we can't get Germany as a whole is going to really annoy me. So I can buy hubs and just try and gain more trust around. But I'm gonna be so fixated on Germany, I'm just gonna, you know, leave it as it is for just a minute. Right, so let's take a look anyway at elsewhere companies we could slowly buy out now. Unfortunately for us, there's no other companies that own these companies, and that's really annoying. So the United Kingdom Transit has 574 vehicles. The France fleet has 525. But it's Cloud Netherlands that have 124. If I can buy out their hubs and their vehicles and reduce the vehicles that they own, then that's going to allow me to buy out the company. They've got 21 hubs. Bern is where they're currently situated, which we could do actually something with this to kind of gain it. So, how many vehicles have they got here? 27. Okay, Bern, we're coming for you, Bern. We're coming for you right now. Right. So, Nottingham is one, and they also want to go to here. So, Konya. So, let's go Konya to... Where's Bern gone now? Bern to Nottingham. So, it's on one of my hub cities. Oh, no, not you. Very important, that. We'll do planes. And then we'll create this. And then we'll get a fair few amount. This will gain trust in Konya and also take away passengers from the Nottingham line, thus hopefully gaining double trust. Right, where's Bern gone now? There we go. So, Konya's now increasing. We've got Eindhoven. So, Eindhoven and Stuttgart next. So, we do a route from Bern to Stuttgart to Eindhoven. Right, we try and kill two birds with one stone here. And we'll do trains. So, build some rails. Create you. Do a load of trains. Just keep going. For now. So the trust is slowly increasing, guys. It's slowly increasing. So we got Belfast, Limerick, and then Bern. So Bern. We'll go to Limerick first, then up to Belfast. That'll be a bunch of planes again. And we'll go with these ones here. So create that. So we're knocking off two cities at once. Obviously there's indirect. And they'll eventually get there with the trust. But having loads spaced out gives us frequency. And that's what we're kind of aiming for. Right. We're up to 39%. 42 now. 43. Okay, that trust is definitely increasing now at this point. So who's next then? So we've got Sofia, which is just over here. That rhymed. And where else could I potentially go? Geneva. So I could go... Where's Geneva gone? Oh, okay, we don't have Geneva. We we don't have Geneva. Where's the other... What's that other German city it wanted? Hamburg. Which is... Hamburg is... Oh, we don't have Hamburg either. Right, we'll go Hanover, Hamburg. Right, I've added another one in there just for the sake of it. So we'll keep this on planes as well. Alright, there we go. Something a little bit different. Might give us a bit of trust than in Hamburg. Alright, a lot more there. I got a little bit too impatient towards the end. And we're going to try and push it. So now we've got Monaco, and then we've got a bunch of the Italian places. So we've got... Where are you? You are... There to Monaco. So Monaco, Genoa, there to Bern. We'll definitely do them on trains. Send me these I can buy. Right, surely now this is gaining me trust. Now, obviously it's better to have direct paths. It is better to have direct paths, but we are now got more share than the other company. Oh, we had 55 then for a second. I didn't pause it right enough. There we go. So I'm now about to buy out 27 of their vehicles, which is devastating for that company because they only had 120 something anyway. Have I put them sub 100 or have they since bought some that I don't know about? So, extend the city. All good. All good. So the Cloud Netherlands, which actually it's going down in company value now that I've bought them out and I've took off some big stuff from them. So that's going to make them super cheap. They own shares in me. So that's why it's important to buy them out. So now they're over here. They've only got 103 vehicles left. They've got 10 vehicles at this city, which I do have a little bit of share in, but there's another company that also has some share as well. So let's see what we can do first. It's a level 20 city, so there's going to be quite a few places. We've got Rotterdam, Antwerp, Paris, Lille. So if I go Rotterdam to there, and as we make our way down right now, Antwerp, and then where's Lille? Lille's further down, right? My French geography is terrible. But do you blame me? No. Where's Lille? Am I being stupid right now? Lille's south, right? Am I being an absolute fool? I feel like I'm thinking of Lyon, aren't I? Right, where is Lille? I'm being an idiot here, aren't I? Why can't I remember where Lille was? Oh, it's right there. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. So from Antwerp, Lille. I don't know why. I'm thinking of Lyon. I don't know why. To Paris. We'll do trains, but we'll do fast, high-capacity ones. We'll go for these bad boys here. So let's space these out beautifully. And that knocks off a bunch of cities all in one go. And this is how we're going to eat away at this company. So I feel like this is the strategy now. This could be the strategy. Right, that's all the trains there. So we've already turned it to us. Oh my god, is it already ready to buy out? 10 vehicles straight away. Okay, that did not take long. That did not take long. So now Cloud Netherlands has only got 93 vehicles, and now they're based here in Gap, where they've got 13 vehicles. So Gap, we have nothing here right now. So this, we got 1%. This will be a bit fun. So let me get rid of this, because it's probably easier to view it like this. So you can see the places it wants to go to. So let's start here. So you got there in France, Marseille. You've got Lyon. So let's just do a Lyon to Gap to there to Marseille. Nice little train route back and forth there. Should be pretty decent. So build the rails. Create that. I'm going to all 5 of those trains doing what they need to do. We've got Monaco. Oh, we didn't get Monaco involved, did we? Oh, but then again, there's another city just there. Rimini, Genoa. Okay, we're going to go Rimini, Genoa. I think it was that place. We'll go Monaco, bam, bam. Yeah, it was that place. Select vehicles. Do these trains here. Let's build the rails. I feel like this is very hostile. Anybody else get that feeling? It's such a hostile takeover, this one. But buy out their hubs individually. That's the way to go, right? So Gap, then. It will take a while before we start seeing the benefits of all of this. Because obviously trains have got to travel a long way. But I've instantly gained 25% just like that. Still a little bit of a way to go. But the more vehicles we buy off them, the less money they're making. So it's all bonuses. It's all bonuses. So let's go to the next one then. We've got then Milan, we've got Paris, Venice, Birmingham, London, Nottingham, Newcastle. Right, this is probably going to be a lot to ask for now. So if I went Newcastle, Nottingham, Birmingham, London, Paris, then the way down to Gap. Where's Gap? There. This is going to seem ridiculous, okay? This really is. We're going to go high capacity. Build the rails. I built that bridge with trains going across the English Channel, so it kind of makes sense. These trains will take a while to get to their destination. But once they do, huge trust gained. And we are going to need a couple of these, so probably need a few more than that. But I can't replace them just yet until the next month. Where's Gap? We're waiting for Gap here to go that yellowy colour, so I know we are the dominant company in that city. We're just waiting, boys. We're just waiting right now. Come on. Come on now. These have been pretty easy cities, but I think Gap's going to be the hardest one. I think it's going to be the hardest one. Right, this next month is almost over. So I should be able to have a replenished stock. And there's going to be another 4 to buy. So have them spaced out. Right, another 4 purchased. Ooh, that almost put me where I needed to be. 47. I think we was almost there, guys. I reckon we was actually there. So 47 now. 52. 54. Come on. You're so close. You're so close. You were so close right there. Oh, that's annoying. We were so close, yet so far. So we might need just 1 or 2 more. Oh, there we go. Got it. Buy 13 vehicles. Gone just like that. So I'm hoping they're not reinvesting. They've actually gone back up. So I don't know whether the 2 companies below have outperformed. No, they're up to 107 vehicles. They are trying their hardest right now. They're trying their hardest. Now, there's no vehicles here on that hub, but the issue now is I don't know where else they're at. Oh, Leisted. How many vehicles are here? None there. So they've got hubs, but they're not pulling vehicles from them. So I've now got to try and find, and this is what makes it difficult, is trying to find the cities that they have vehicles in. So I can instantly buy this one, take 2 off them. That's worked out. So there's one here that's got 17. Okay, this is my next victim. This is my next victim right now. So Vic to Bowl. All right, let's get rid of this again now. To Fiera. Right, let's do a nice little run here. them there is where it's trying to go to on this little run. So stick to the trains, build the rails. Nice little back and forth. Quite a lot of back and forth there. What was it? This one, sorry? It was. So we're at 39%. That does slightly increase me a little bit, which is good to see. So there's a lot of UK, London, Birmingham, Nottingham, Newcastle, Belfast. So it's almost the same run again. Nottingham, Birmingham, London. I'll hit them on Paris. I don't think they need to go to Paris. I don't think they need to do. Right, there we go. Trains. We'll go with these bad boys. Create. Oh, that's all the trains there. So that should gain me a little bit more trust. It's 16 vehicles we can buy off them at this hub. And then we've got Herculaneum, which is in Greece, just here. That's going directly to there. But obviously I need to then go somewhere else. Let me put this view on. Milan. We'll just hit them with Milan. Plane-wise, we'll go a decent capacity. Right, hitting them with that. So that should gain us even more trust. So we're now up to 45, 46. There we go. We've now got the dominant market share. Or the trust. I keep saying market share. It's actually trust. We got the dominant trust there. Right, it's going to level up shortly. There's Dublin and Belfast. So it's just level up. Dublin, Belfast, Limerick. So Dublin, Belfast, Limerick. That'll be a plane route, unfortunately. Belfast, Dublin, Limerick. And then 2 here. It's a bit annoying that we have to do it like that, but it is what it is. So they'll pick up passengers along the way. To drop them off here. Right, it's going to level up again. It's scary how quickly it's leveling up, but it's one of their hubs. We're fighting for it. We are fighting for it. So this will level up again after this month, and then we'll instantly jump onto the new city. So yeah, we're indirect, but I'm trying to kill multiple birds with a stone. As the saying goes. As the saying goes. Look at that, we're at 50, 47. We got to the 50s then, which is amazing. So keep gaining the trust in the new cities before the other company does. I'd seen 51% then for that split second. 51, 51, 52, 53, 54. Now, where's that? That is there to there. We'll just do a quick little plane route. Invalid route. What do you mean invalid? Oh, yes, because I don't own it. Alright, get a couple of planes there real quick. And then get ready to pause as this new trust gets gained. Right, buy that out. 14 vehicles. But I have a feeling they would have expanded again. No, they're down to 88. Right, back to this view. This is the game plan. To buy them out. Push them down so they've got nothing. Genoa. Oh, we don't actually have Genoa. And that gives me 11 vehicles. I thought we did. I honestly thought we did. Oh, another one down here, Ken's. Gives me 9 vehicles. Oh, they've got a couple of vehicles here, right? Yeah. Any vehicles here? Yeah. So where does that put me now with that company? They've now got 64 vehicles. Right, there's a lot down here, a lot of cities. So we've got here, obviously, there's 10 vehicles there. So, Genoa, let me see what I can do here. So, Cannes. Right, let me do a route. Cannes. Genoa. Ferrara. Here. To Rome. Right, that's a fair few amount of cities there on that list. Fair few amount of cities, boys. Right, that should eat into that then. Any international? Birmingham, London, Nottingham. And there was a Paris one as well. So Nottingham, Birmingham, London, Paris. We'll do planes because it is quite a distance at this point. So plane-wise. And we want something that we can buy multiples of. That's going to be so expensive, but it's quite a high capacity. So just keep buying some every so often. Got super... Oh, there we go. Buy out. 10 vehicles. Right. Please tell me they're not... Oh, my goodness me. Where are they? Where are they? They've dropped down dramatically. They've dropped down dramatically, but I don't know whether that's because they're now getting cash rich for me buying all this stuff out. They're down to 54 vehicles. Okay, 54 vehicles. They're getting huge dividend payments from me, which is what's keeping them afloat. But their company value is hemorrhaging pretty rapidly. Pretty rapidly. Right, we've got this place here, which there is nothing on the go there. Nothing on the go. Bologna. I'm trying to select this. I can't even select the city. Which, oh, I can buy for 4 vehicles. Rimini, 5 vehicles, buy. Anywhere down here? No, there's no hub there, no hub there. There is no hub there. Here. 8 vehicles we buy. Turin. 9 vehicles there, and there's not a hub there either. Not there. Right, how many vehicles have they got left in that company now? Where are they now? They have dropped so dramatically in company value, but their price remains the same. It's all tied into the shares they own elsewhere. Now, at some point, they're going to be losing money, and they need to sell shares. That's what's going to happen eventually. Right, buy that out. Just get rid of them from these, so I'm reducing their hubs. It's all I'm doing now is reducing the hubs that they own. This is hostile, boys. This is hostile. They're dropping even more rapidly. So they own 6 hubs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're all here. Right, they're all here. So we're going to see if we can kind of take these over now. So train back and forth. For that one. This one we're very close to doing it. there to Marseille. So bam, bam, bam. Grab a couple of trains here. Gain the trust. Right, that should give me a bit more trust in this city. And nothing's really going on here. So I should be able to gain it pretty rapidly. I just got to wait for it to kind of slightly climb. Right, we can buy you out now, which comes with 3 vehicles. So just to double check, 5 hubs now remaining. So that needs Leon. Down to there. So we should gain the trust pretty rapidly now. Buy it out. That should then give them 4 hubs remaining. So this is one here. They've got 17 vehicles. So Marseille, Gap, Paris. So we'll start in Paris. Gap here. Marseille. Right. Could I wipe out all their hubs, thus gaining all their vehicles? I've basically bought out their business without buying them out, because I'm taking everything that makes them money. Apart from me, I'm making them money because obviously the dividend payments that they're getting. Right, wait for that one. Now we've got up here, and we've got here as well, and there. So Turin wants Milan and there. So Milan, there. Alright, increase rate deliveries. Alright, we're on fire now, boys. We're on fire. 43%. Alright, you're doing okay. You're at 43 as well. Milan, Cuno, London. Cuno, Milan, there. That should be pretty rapid to take over. So they're not doing anything there, but I'm taking away the hub, so they can't do anything. You know what I mean? Trying to isolate them pretty quickly. So that should now be enough to buy it, so they can't do anything with it. How far are they now falling? They are Cloud Airlines here. 5 hubs. Oh, okay. They're trying to get some back. Cloud Netherlands. They're trying to now get some back. Now, market price is still so high. Damn. Like, you can see the little kind of incline that they're doing. So I've got to now focus on buying out their hubs. London, Birmingham, Newcastle, Nottingham. So usual suspects again. Newcastle, Nottingham, Birmingham, London. Throw Paris on it as it gets down here. I might just do planes on this because it should be a bit quicker. Granted, less capacity. Oh, I've gone crazy. I've gone crazy right now in the hopes that we can do something here. Right, so we're at 43% of the trust. Right, the planes are now slowly coming in, so that should eat away a little bit at the trust. So it got me up to 47 for that split second. And that's great. Is there any cities? Oh, Cape Coast. Where are you? Cape Coast. Okay, that is some distance, but that's completely free trust to gain. Let's get 2 on that. Because we are the only direct path. So, like I said, it's free trust. Right, wait for that plane to get over here. Right, while waiting for that, Turin. Any places? No. Eindhoven, Limerick, Belfast, Nottingham. And where was the other one? Sorry, up here. And we got a little bit of trust in there. There's Brussels, Lisbon, Brussels, Stuttgart. So I could go Brussels, I could go Stuttgart to there. Right, hold on, I'm going to wait for this month to end. Right, throwing a few planes there. Right, we're gaining that trust, but I think they're going to be fighting for this. I think they're going to fight for it. So Perm will fight for it now, because this is the last... If they're holding on to this now, this is like where they really, really try super hard. Right, I got to add in another city. They try super hard to hold on to their towns. So Dublin. Is there Limerick on this? No. Belfast, Dublin. Down to here. I forget where we're currently at. Oh, I've got literally no money remaining. Because I keep spending it because we're earning it. Right, I might need to reevaluate some of these planes that I've got. Because I bet you a lot of them are losing cash. Right, my trust is now at 50%. 49. Right, this should now level up again. This town. Where we'll instantly jump on for me gaining the trust. Right, let's keep our eyes on this. Because we could potentially... I've got the majority, but not the 55 required to buy it out. So, come on. 53. Oh, don't do me like that. Right, new place is over here. Right, whack a plane on it real quickly. Just going to be a simple one. Oh, there we go. Buy it out. 15 vehicles. Got it. But I bet you in the whole of that company, which is... Oh, the fact that they're climbing up goes to show me that they've bought new 32 vehicles. Only 4 hubs remaining. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, I can only see 2. Right, what are they doing here? Is there any vehicles there? There is 8. Okay, so Rotterdam, Luxembourg, Cologne, Eindhoven. So Rotterdam. Rotterdam. What am I doing? Eindhoven, Cologne, Luxembourg, and then here. I'll do planes because they're faster. Expensive, but faster. Oh, I'm just throwing tons of cash on this. Like I'm just piling on the cash. Right, that should gain me trust in a lot of them places. Right. 32% we're currently at. So we'll gain a bit more. Now, what about the local stuff? So Milan. Do we have... So Milan there to Oster. Do trains. Does it pick many people up? Not really. But it's about taking away the trust, isn't it? Oh, Where are you? Right, that's some distance, isn't it, boys? That is some distance right there. Not many planes will fly that far. Not any of the ones that I can afford, anyway. Alright, there's only one I need to afford to get it. This month's about to end. But it's all about the trust, boys. It's all about the trust. Right. Just buy the one. Oh, I can't. Okay, we've got to throw in Monaco as a hub. Right, I'm feeling we might find this one difficult. I'm thinking that. So, there is a few places around that do need to move some passengers. So, you've got Kuno, Geneva. You've got Rome, Rimini. Any up this way? Milan. Back there. Toggle a loop. And we'll do it by trains. Because there's a lot of people that need to be shifted that are backlogged in the city. And I can't upgrade the city because I don't own it. So that helps move some passengers. That does help move some. Because it's completely overloaded, but we can't do nothing about that. Can't do nothing about that. Right. Back and forward to Gap. Add a quick little train on. Because then we can actually start shifting the passengers that matter. Once we clear it all. So that's all we really care about then. Well, I can't see me shifting this this trust. They might be using that as the major one. And their company shares are just not going anywhere. Oh, this is hard, boys. This is hard right now to get rid of this company. What is their values in me? And I just can't get rid. Right. We're going to do something right now which could hurt us. We are going to do something now that could potentially hurt us. I'm going to select all the vehicles. Let me filter it all right now. So everything I've currently got. Efficiency we're going to drop down. So it's... Efficiency lower than 5%. I'm going to sell it. That gives me 28.2 billion. Okay. With that, I've got two options. I can either buy into that cloud company, because they, again, are they the cheaper out of all of them? So Cloud Netherlands is 24. That's gone up because I'm cash rich. They're 13, so they're cheaper to buy out in the long run. The United Kingdom one, they're cheaper to buy out in the long run. Or France Fleet. Now, the UK one is the only one that owns one share in me, which is why they're cheaper to buy out. Oh, that's difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult decision. It's such a difficult decision. Now, how are we looking over here? I'm not going to be able to do much. They've got 2 more hubs elsewhere that I'm not sure where they are. They've got 39 vehicles, but again, their valuation's tied up in the shares that they own in me. And that's what we're finding so difficult to even do anything about. So, I think it's best we take some revenue back off them. I'm going to buy 1 share. It's not enough. It's honestly just not enough right now, is it? Right, buy a share. Okay. I've bought a share. The month just ended. I've received 27 million from dividends and paid out 1.9 almost. Right. Filter it again to 5%. 300 billion. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to save the game real quick. Let's just override this. And let's see if this decision's right. I think it's because the start of the month it was about to sell so many vehicles. Let me just hold the front door for a minute. Let's just hold that front door for just a quick second. Right. Let's go again. $37. That's more like it. That's more like it. And then the cloud company. 26. We buy another one. Okay. Because they're getting... Look at the dividends they're getting from me. Which is keep it... If they didn't have that dividends, they'll be losing money as a company. But I need to buy the shares from out underneath me. Is what I need to do. I gotta buy those shares. So by me buying shares in them, I'm slowly creeping back. The money I'm giving them in dividends, I'm taking in dividends. Right. Let's now do that again. It's only 2 billion this time, so I'm going to increase it to 10%. To 7. That gives me 25. We might need a bit more than that. It's such a bad way to do this. They should do it based on revenue. Right, is that enough to buy them out? Or buy another share? 23 is what I needed. Right, buy that. I'm now the majority shareholder in that company. I'm now the majority shareholder. So this is just... I'm inadvertently buying my own shares. In Cloud here. If I can buy them out, I stop giving away dividends to them. Thus saving me a lot of money. If I can buy half of their shares, I can then control the dividend payment I get from them. So wait for it to end. And I just got a dividend payment of 111 million. I've paid out 1.2. It does feel pretty painful. It does feel pretty painful. So last thing I'm going to do now. 47 billion. I know this hurts so bad. Because I'm getting rid of my profit stuff. But if I make less money, they make less money. You know what I mean? Right. I now control the dividend payments from them. 100%. 100%. Let's milk that company dry. And I think there's only one way to find out what the outcome to that's going to be. And that's going to be next episode. I think we've hit the nail on the head right now. And I think this is where it now all changes. If I can own 100% of my company shares, I think we can say we have won. Because then all the money I earn is my money. I've just really hurt my overall valuation. So it's a little bit annoying. So let's see what happens now with these guys. We want to see their company value decreasing. So it's 2.418. Does it get bigger or better? Oh, 1.7. They've dropped. So dividends was 400,000, but they paid out $1 billion in dividends. So they're on the turn. The cloud is now on the turn. They've lost a lot of money. It's 17 billion right now to buy out a share in them at this point. So I think they're only now just going to get a lot worse. It's downhill for them. They can't... I don't think they can come back from this. I honestly don't think they can come back from this. Let's see if one more share now ticks... or one more month ticks past what it now drops down to. So company value 1.761. Right, this month is almost there. Almost about to end. Here we go. Here we go. It has dropped down. Not as much as I was expecting, but it has dropped down. Right, I'm going to risk it now and see if I can go ahead for the big buyout. I am opening up the door to cities for other companies. Like, there's this pink company right now, Spain, just coming in out of nowhere. But then Cloud Netherlands owns 100% of it, so it could be literally a case of I buy out Cloud Netherlands now and I gain shares from other companies. So sell these, 10 billy, that's 16. What did I need again, sorry, to buy a share? 19. 19. Right, that gives me one more share. And then it's just 2 remaining. It is just 2 remaining at this point. 15, so I need like 30 billion. I need 30 billion. Is that just like ridiculous to even say? It's just ridiculous to even say that number. Right. We're hoping that they drop in value, this company. We're hoping that they do, because the more shares I earn, the more payments I get. So 15. It's still the same. Right. Okay, that's too many. It's because it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month, that's why. Right, 27. That almost gives me 30. That almost gives me the 30. Oh, it's now 20. That jumped up, didn't it? Right, they don't own any shares in their own company now. Okay? They don't own any shares in their own company. Right, let me up this to 10. I'm getting rid of so much vehicles right now. I'm having to sell higher efficiency just to get the money in. Which is not good. It's not good. But I've got enough to now buy them out. That was a long time coming, okay? That was a long time coming. Now, I don't want to keep the company. I'm actually just going to... I could liquidate the company, get 1.2 million back, but I'm going to merge it. Might as well. But most importantly, I've now taken control of half of the company back. Paying out less dividends, which is good. But I've now inadvertently gained a share in the UK transit company. I've also gained 100% of the Spain company, right? Which they do pretty good. I'm going to merge them. Now, did I gain 100% of any other companies? No. I'm not worried about them. My other rival is France Fleet. But again, it's all... France Fleet's the next one. If next episode we can apply the same game plan, we're winning. It's cheaper to buy at the UK company because they only own one share in my company, and their valuation's based off my company as well with what they own. So rather than focusing on them, increase the value. If I keep increasing the value of my company right now, I make them French Fleet shares be worth even more. It's 58 billion right now to buy one of those out. Ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. But they've got 662. Their shares are 14 billion each. It'll be easier to buy those guys out. And I think that's what we need to do next episode, boys. So we did it. We managed it. We've gained a little bit. And we've also now got Germany. Finally, we got Germany. Right, that France Fleet company is what we're aiming for next episode. Oh my goodness me, guys. Talk about stress right now. Talk about stress right now. If I was to buy like another plane, inflation's at 636%. That's why things are so expensive. That is why things are so expensive right now. Right, do apologise for it being a pretty long one right now. Do apologise for that, guys. But we're making good cash. That's all we can say at this point. We are actually making the most operational profit, which is very good to see. I could keep liquidating my own stocks and values and all that jazz, but we'll see how it goes. Finances, I've now got 359 in dividend payments from various companies. And we paid out 146. That's better than the 1.9 billion I was paying out. Very stressful. Now, the only downside is for me, am I losing London? Have I not lost London, have I? Why is it, no, it's just, I got stressed out then for a second. If I view it like this, you can see, I haven't lost anywhere else in the UK. That Southampton, Hardmode to buy out, is actually affordable, but I just can't get the trust in it anyway. Right, guys, sorry for being a long one. Do apologise on that. But other than that, we've made serious progress in buying out one of my 3 competitors. Technically, it was one of the 2 biggest competitors because they both own 3 shares within my company. Right, next episode, we're coming for France. Until next time, I will see you all soon, so goodbye.